we always talk about this, but what does it feel like whenever you're promoting your fights and you're not the fighter, but you might be gearing up to be in your own camp? How does it feel to promote young fighters in the town or the area you grew up in?
Man, this is definitely a dream come true for me as a fighter, that I always wanted to, do more than just fight, and open up doors for other kids here in Central California, and everyone that's here in Central California that's trying to work and have a better future. I always told myself that I was gonna do something, that boxing was gonna open up was gonna open up a lot of opportunities for me to open up different things and different ideas for the people, and I think, for me, I feel honored that that I get the support from the media here, from a lot of the sponsors that sponsor these type of events, because this is pretty much a platform that we got started to help young fighters become world champions, and when most of the other promoters might not believe in these guys, we do. So we keep them busy, we get them that experience, and they're co-promoted by Top Rank. So Top Rank's there, watching them, and the matchmakers right there are trying to get them ready too, even though they're not. Some are signed with Top Rank now, but some are not. But
we gives them the opportunity to sign with Top Rank, exactly, because they're in front of Top Rank.
And most of the fighters that started fighting on my cards are started not signed. They were non-Top Rank fighters, and now they're signed by Top Rank. So you can see that is working. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited that March 10th. We're having some fights here in Tachi Palace, and I heard the tickets are already closely to being sold out, and we have Andy Vences, who's a great fighter.
You guys grew up together. What do you know about Andy Vences, and what can people expect from his fighting style?
Andy, I've seen a lot of improvements in Andy now that he turned pro. He's always been he knows what he's doing. He's very smart. He's a very smart fighter. You can see that he thinks in there, and that he counters. He's more like a counter puncher, but he has enough power to also be to have those knockouts. But he fights he has good distance. He fights from a good distance, and he uses his jab right, and he counters really well. He's always been a guy who has fun doing what he's doing. Training. He always had a good time. He doesn't complain. His dad is always there supporting him, and I think he has tremendous support. And as a fighter, that's what we need. Just people to believe in us, and that's all we need. And for us to work hard, and we go in there and just get our wins. I see him doing well this Friday.
Okay, and now you're going from fight for the water to fight to build a dam. So there's actually like a mission, a tangible thing at the end of it. So I know you don't have an opponent or a fight date just yet for the public, or even if it's behind closed doors, if there's even a fight yet. But how excited are you to return in the month of May and to have a new project to embark on?
When we started the Fight for Water, the theme Fight for Water for the fights, we all started to get that water bond, to get that Proposition 1 passed, and which got passed back in November of 2014, which was a $7.3 billion bond to use for water, either for storage or to build different canals, or different projects that has to do with water. And now we're trying to use that money to build a dam called Temperance Flat, which is going to be a dam for us to store the water here in Central California, so we don't have to rely on other water sources from Northern California or Southern California, because we have always had a hard time fighting against the environmentalists to get the water from the other reservoirs because of the delta fish that's in there. So the environmentalists, they want to protect those species, because if they open up the pipes, then most of the species would, I don't know if they'll die or they probably won't survive. But what I find funny is that we haven't seen, or no one has seen, a delta fish in the last 10 years. So but I do see how many how many people are left with no jobs, and how the economy goes bad here in Central California because of the lack of water. So we believe that, you know, we have a good project, you know, to present to the state. I believe we have the right supporters that support this project, because we really need to storage all this water. For example, we haven't seen so much rain in the last 10 years here in the Central California like we did this last couple months. But most of this water is going to waste because there's nowhere to storage. It's going to help the land. Meanwhile, but for the long term, we need something that you know, say there's a year that's dry, you know, but then we have water saved up, you know, so we can rely on that water and continue the agriculture and continue, you know, the jobs for the people. So that's what the Temperance Flat is.